Welcome back, everybody. Justin just had a good idea. I wish I would have caught that. I wish I would have caught that uh, on the recording, but I didn't. But yeah, welcome back. Episode 37 of the Backroad Banter Podcast. I'm with Justin, and I'm not Justin. I'm Wyatt. But that's the both of our names. That's both of them right there, dude.
Yep. If you haven't caught on now, well, thanks for joining. Appreciate it.
Yeah, for real. That sounded like it was going to be an insult. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you haven't been here, thank you for being here now.
Yeah. Never too late.
That's
Never
right.
too late to join the old banter crew.
That's absolutely right.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys may have possibly heard on that intro music, but most definitely know through life, it's NFL week. And by that I mean it's officially been NFL kickoff week. We've had some football, which is
Yeah.
bringing back some sports talking points to it for us, which I'm really excited for because, well, we watch a lot of sports, whether that be basketball, baseball, or football. So we're getting back into it now.
And especially football. Football is the one I think that me and you are like the biggest on, at least in terms of keeping track of, because it's not like it's like we have lives. You know what I mean? We have lives outside
Yeah.
of this and outside of watching sports. It's really fucking hard to keep track of baseball and basketball as they're going on. There's
Oh
so
my
many
gosh.
games, but football, it's a lot easier to keep track of football. It helps that we play fantasy football, which kind of forces us to keep track at least a little bit.
Yep.
But it's so much easier to keep track of when you only have to worry about Thursday, Sunday, and Monday.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny you're mentioning fantasy. I used to try to do fantasy basketball, but it is so
It's too much.
difficult. Oh my gosh, dude. It is beyond checking your lineups every day. Sometimes you need to check them multiple times a day. And it's, especially now with them playing as many games as they are, it is, yeah, it's extremely, it's a second job to check those lineups
Yeah.
and to try to keep up with that stuff. So,
Dude, I work
yeah,
with a guy that
these,
plays fantasy hockey. I could only imagine how goddamn frustrating that is.
you have to really be into hockey to keep up with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, basketball, for the most part, as long as you know who's doing what, you can keep up with it just through like updates. But
Yeah.
nothing updates hockey except for like hockey shit. So that would be, man, that might be one of the harder ones to do. I feel like fantasy soccer would be easier than doing fantasy hockey.
Hawker, yeah.
A hawker.
Fantasy hockey would be tough. Granted, I don't know a whole lot about hockey, but fantasy hockey would be pretty tough. But yeah, dude, week one was exciting as shit.
Good games. Holy cow. Just
Yeah.
looking at the scores alone, you don't even actually have to watch them. You can just look at the scores and be like, wow, that's one of the better kickoff weeks we've had.
Yeah, that was one of the most exciting week ones in recent memory. Starting with the very first game, the Thursday game was good. Cowboys and Eagles was good. I was fortunate enough to be off Friday, so like despite the weather delay, got to stay up and watch the whole thing. It ended very late. It ended at like
What?
12 or 12:30, I think, somewhere around there.
Holy
Because they got weather delayed like in sometime in the third quarter, and they didn't even get to pick back up play until like 11:15 or 11:30 or some shit.
And it was in Philly, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
They-
with that dome, I figured. But
So it was late for everybody involved because it was on the East Coast. It was late for the people
Yeah.
that were there. Like if it was in Dallas, it would be, at least it would be a little late, but not for the people there. If it
Yeah.
was still a night game, like primetime game, because for them it would have started at what?
5:30.
Or 6 or something like that. Yeah, because
Yeah. Oh yeah, they might be 2 hours behind and
Mm-hmm.
not 3. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
yeah.
But yeah, either way.
Either way, the people that were there would have got to go to bed at a reasonable hour. Fortunately, I didn't have to get up for anything because I was off Friday thanks to my work schedule. But
Yeah.
the only time that it ever plays out, because now I'm gonna miss everything this week. I'm gonna have to
All the games.
I'm gonna have to be watching football at work whenever I get a chance. Like I'll catch tomorrow's game. I probably won't be able to finish it if it runs late. I will miss everything Sunday. I'll catch all the Monday night game at least because I'll be off Monday, Tuesday. So
So you work Sunday this week?
yeah, Yeah, I'm off today, tomorrow. Go back Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nice. Nice. Well, who do the Steelers play this week?
The Seahawks.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Not too impressively worried about those. Before we move on, we can just touch on um, the slight godlike blood that is currently flowing through Chris Boswell's veins.
Yeah.
And we could just thank him for being, yet again, a savior for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
That, dude, that was incredible.
Mike Tomlin referred to him as a serial killer, which is a fucking crazy choice of words.
I saw that. Was that real?
It was real.
I didn't know. I was like, I could see that, but then I was like, nah, that's just social media BS.
And I was listening to the radio, and the people on the radio said, "Yeah, this guy is on the Epstein list." They were just saying a whole bunch of different shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, those guys on the radio. I need to write some of them down sometime because some of them say some crazy shit. Like before, it was Friday. I was listening to him because I was taking Jocelyn to class. And I was on my way back home, and because the Browns and the Bengals played over the weekend, and one of the guys on the radio said they call this the Battle of Ohio, and no, I'm not talking about the opioid epidemic. I'm talking about the Bengals and Browns, and I was like, whoa, nice,
man. That was on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the DVE guys get down with their football. And girls, they have ladies there too. But yeah, those folks are funny during football season. I listen to them anyway because it's like a rock station, like a classic rock station. Mm-hmm. Not too classic, but like 90s, 2000s, stuff like that. But in the morning, especially during football season, they talk a lot of football. And they were running down like every game, and they just had witty little things to say about every team. And I didn't remember most of them because of the Ohio win. It kind of drowned it out. I was like, "Oh,
too much."
Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
that's
man.
Okay though. They gained a fan there from you, didn't they?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've been listening to him for a long time, but yeah, that was funny because that was one that I remembered without even having to write down.
That's awesome.
Yeah, football was exciting. The Thursday night game was good. The Friday night game was pretty solid, which I wish we got more of those. Unfortunately, that's just first game of the year in Brazil.
Yeah.
So, and then Sunday had a few, like, of course the Steelers game was really good. That was nuts. I've never seen a Steelers game with that much offense. There've been one or two, but that one was just exciting. We had a guy that played quarterback. I don't know if anybody's watched all of these. God bless you, but you heard us talking some shit on Aaron Rodgers, and through 1 week he's proved me wrong.
Absolutely. I texted you and I said I'm willing to say it. Like, as of right now, I am absolutely wrong and have been wrong about Aaron Rodgers. This is not just a victory lap year. It seems like he's still got some gas in the tank to finish out with the old Steelers there, man.
Yeah.
It's very motivating and refreshing to see, honestly.
And he's also he seems to have a really good attitude about the thing. I saw some stuff today, like even the down parts of the game, he kind of took accountability for. Like he said something about the O-line. He was like, the O-line played really well. He said, I basically got to move a little better. Like he got sacked 4 times, and he was like, I moved like right into a couple of those. Like the O-line did good. Like I need to be better. And I was like, damn, whoa,
yeah.
Who is this guy, man? Who is this guy?
Dude, that is it's really funny. Faith saw the camera pan because I put the game on whenever I finally got home, and she saw the camera pan and saw it pan to Mason Rudolph, and she said, I thought we got rid of him. And I said, we did. We got him back.
Yeah, he was Tennessee's problem for a year.
Yeah. Me and her had a good conversation about what it would mean if he was the quarterback for us. And, man, nothing against him. He's made a career out of a backup, but that is all he needs to be. Like, that literally nothing against you, dude. You're top of a top athlete. You're just not starting material.
Yeah. Yeah, he is He's a career backup guy, which that's not a bad spot to be, But yeah, he doesn't
It,
need to be starting shit.
especially if you can make a career. Like, it's hard to make out a career out of being a backup because usually you have to. I mean, usually you just wait until the good guys are no longer good and then they're backups. But
Yeah,
he's literally only been a backup except for injuries. So
yeah.
it's
He got. I wonder, like as crazy as it is to say, I wonder how much getting whacked in the head with that helmet by Miles Garrett. I wonder how much that did for his like notoriety. Like people remember him at the very least. They're like, oh yeah, that guy,
yeah.
guy that got murdered by Miles Garrett.
Yeah, man, that would be a sports card to have a signed one by him.
Yeah,
That would be sick.
that would be, man. But yeah, the Steelers is nice to have a quarterback that knows what he's doing. 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions, damn good passer rating. I want to say it was almost perfect.
Wow.
I want to say I think a perfect passer rating is 158.3. I don't know how they calculate that, but Aaron Rodgers had a let me pull it up 136.7. He had a very good game.
Nice.
Yep, 22 for
Yeah.
30, 244 yards, 4 touchdowns.
So if our defense can just step it up, we'll
Oh my God, that was bad.
have a potentially good season. I'm honestly, if it wasn't for I wouldn't even have known, just because I missed so much of the game. But then also seeing the score, that kind of told a lot because
Yeah.
although the Jets did seem to be playing really well.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I think that new head coach is going to do him a lot of good. I think,
yeah,
I wish he would have done it last year, but Justin Fields played quarterback, and Justin Fields didn't even play bad last year for us. It's just like he wasn't
no,
like he didn't quarterback. You know what I mean? Like he got the ball and
no,
he got the ball and he dropped back, and then
ran
if he didn't
if
find someone that was wide the fuck open, he took off. Like
yep.
he had himself a game. He had let's see, 16 for 22, 218 yards, a touchdown, no turnovers.
Yeah, nice. That's a very good game.
Yeah.
See, now that's really good for the Jets. That's what the Jets need is somebody like that. I just he would do good if he had a real older quarterback as a mentor or
Yeah.
a good quarterback coach that could really take him under this wing.
Yeah, he was willing to throw. He looked like a quarterback that game. He still ran 12 times, 48 yards and 2 touchdowns, which is still impressive.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wish he would have done that with us. He probably would have had a job forever. Um,
Yeah,
he's gonna have one in New York for a minute too, though. But as long as he wants it, I guess. But yeah, man, the Steelers game was exciting, and then that fucking Sunday night game was crazy. I had the fortune slash misfortune of being able to watch that whole thing. I was glad I got to watch it, but the reason that I got to watch it was kind of shitty.
yeah,
Because I should have been at home in bed getting ready for work, but instead I was still at my mom's house because my tire got pregnant and I couldn't drive home. I couldn't drive home on it.
oh,
But yeah, that shit was exciting. The Ravens were up 15 with I don't know. It was in the fourth quarter. I don't know exactly how much time was left in the game, and Buffalo just got the job done.
crazy dude,
Yeah,
absolute crazy. 41-40. Yeah, I. How did you make out on fantasy?
I won both games. I was projected to lose
Good.
both games.
Nice.
I fortunately have Zay Flowers in both leagues, so
Mm.
that's kind of where that took off. Is Zay Flowers had a giant game, and it helped me twice. And I have Lamar in one. I have Lamar in my work league too, so that helped. Yeah,
Yeah.
Zay Flowers. Let's see, how many points did he have compared to his projection? He was projected to get 14.6. He got almost double that. He got 28.1.
That's funny. I did really good on my league. Let's see. We'll go. I wasn't. I also was not supposed to win. It really surprised me. Josh Allen. Oh, okay. So that's why I won. Okay. Josh Allen
Oh
scored
yeah,
30, almost 39 points, and he was projected 21. I also have Derrick Henry, who scored 29 points and was projected 15. And then I also have Chris Boswell, who scored 15 points and was projected 7. So those three guys are never mind. That now I understand why I won in our league
oh
because
yeah.
that's just those guys just went off for a stupid Stupid thing. Actually, I didn't have I had a pretty, yeah. I have a good team on this one, not a bad team. Nobody went too crazy, though, realistically looking at it. I think I just got lucky in that other league there. But I've won one game, which means it is downhill from here in our league. But
Who do you got next week? I'm looking at it right now. Let me.
I got tied now. Yeah, I just made a switch to where I'm projected to win, but you know how projections go.
I got Kevin, who changed his team name to Bunch of Fucking Clowns. And I'm the motherfuckers, so we just got the battle of the F-bombs here in week 2. Very excited.
That is hilarious, Kevin.
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be a close week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, Dalton's projected to score almost 150 points.
Yeah, I don't know where it went wrong for him this past week. He's who I played week 1. I think where it really went wrong for him was, let me look, Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow had 8 points.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, Joe Burrow had 8 points. Nico Collins only had 5. Other than that, his team kind of held its own. But yeah, and then yeah, my work league, I was really fortunate, and it was funny because this guy was at the draft. I'm pretty sure I heard him tell somebody sitting next to him that I was going to finish last place. This guy didn't really know me; he worked in like a different department, and I'm pretty sure I heard him say that to somebody that I was going to finish last place, and I beat him by 20 solely because of his piss poor decision making. He started Jared Goff, who had just short of 12 points, and Justin Herbert, who had almost 28 points, was on his bench. Let's see. He started Tucker Kraft, who had 9 points, and he had Dalton Kincaid on his bench for 15 points. Yeah, he just made all the wrong calls, and I whooped his ass. So that's good. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the NFL season. I'm more excited for the Steelers season than I thought I was, and we just picked up Jabril Peppers,
I saw that.
who played. He just came from the Patriots. He got cut, which he's still good. I don't know why he got cut, unless they just didn't want to pay him or something.
Yeah, didn't have. Well, they're also in a complete rebuild stage, so I almost get it to a point.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Patriots anymore. Ever since Tom Brady left, I stopped caring because it's almost like they're just not in the way. Yeah, they lost to the Raiders, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's funny. Good for the Raiders.
Right? Good for
Geno
Geno Smith. Geno Smith at 362 yards.
Bro, that's a freaking week with you, man.
Yeah, the Patriots, they didn't look good. Week 2, I want to see what I think the best games of week 2 are going to be. It's a good day to have Baltimore Ravens on your fantasy team. They're playing the Browns.
Oh, heck yeah.
The Patriots and the Dolphins, this is going to be the shit bowl. The Dolphins are terrible.
That's awesome.
There's not a ton of games that I see being really, really fun. Eagles and Chiefs, that's pretty cool. That's weird to have a Super Bowl rematch on a random 4:30 game on week 2.
Probably aren't expecting much with how the Super Bowl was.
Yeah, the Eagles kicked the shit out of them.
Yeah. Man. Oh well. On with it. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yeah.
Right into a building, you
And
piece of shit.
the Commanders and Packers. Commanders and Packers will be tomorrow. That'll be the day before this.
That'll be a good game.
That'll be in the books by the time this is on the YouTuber.
Yep.
That should be a good game. I'm hoping it's a good game. I am hoping it's at least a good game for the Commanders because I got Jaden Daniels on my team, so I need him to.
I got him on my work league. Yeah, he got me 20 points.
Yeah, he had a pretty good game. He got the job done. He didn't do more than what he was expected to do. He didn't do less than what he was expected to do. He was like right at the number. I think he was projected. Yeah, I think he was projected 21. And he got 20 point. He was projected 21.96. He got 20.12. That ain't bad, you know. No. It's always good to have a Russian quarterback in fantasy.
Yeah. Plus, he's young. He's freaking excited to play.
Yeah.
Makes moves.
God damn, dude. Sealy put up 167 points.
Wow.
And Kevin put up 93. Oh, that's why Kevin named his team a bunch of fucking clowns. Okay.
I hope whenever he wins and he's 1-1, he changes it to a bunch of mediocre accountants.
That would be nice, yeah. If he just changes his team name depending on how they're doing.
Yeah, that would be really smart. I would enjoy that. Oh, that's too good.
Yeah, hopefully I make his team name a little worse this week. Hopefully I whoop his ass.
That's funny. I'm playing ties, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, man.
Win or lose, I'm still over here and he's over there, so
that's right.
Can't change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit. Now that we touched on football, I don't really have much else on the football front. I think we can go into our past week. Yeah. How'd that shit go? What all did you get into?
Yeah.
So I was there for some of it.
Yeah, you were. We gotta hang out for a little bit. We gotta have a good, nice round of golf.
Yeah.
That was good. I went and hung out with Faye's family, spent some time with them. That was nice. Went to the flea market, was able to get some good grabs, This hat, the episode 37 hat, is brought to you by that flea market, and it has a little microphone on it, so I thought it was very well fitting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I couldn't tell what that was, but yeah, that is definitely a microphone. That's awesome.
Yep. And just to show it, because it'll never be seen again, something that makes this hat gay, and in quotations, I don't mean homosexual, I mean stupid, is that on this side, there's a pocket for whatever reason. But if you
wear it golfing, yeah, put your tees in there.
Yeah, I guess you could. Although then you just look like a retard because you just have stuff sticking out of a hat.
You got a hat with pockets on it. That's kind of cool. I bet you can find a use for it at some point somewhere.
I bet back in high school I could have. Oh. Yeah. Back in high school I could have for sure. Now I'm on the old podcast lane, so I'm straight and narrow. But then on top of that, at the flea market, I got my newest podcast drinking mug. It will be in a studio when I have one, but it'll be brought out during some day episodes. Look at this Stein.
That kicks ass. What's on it? It's a little blurry.
It's a grizzly bear.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of grizzly bears, and it's kind of 3D. And then on the top, if you see it's just its face, it says Budweiser. It's an actual Budweiser Stein from 1992.
Oh.
Yeah. So, very cool. Very excited to drink from this thing, and honestly, just to have it because it's a cool piece of art too.
That is pretty cool.
And other than that, that's about it. Then I got to hang out with you, and then I had to do regular life stuff. And now we're halfway through this week, man, and we're rolling. I went to a trade show sort of thing today there in Ohio for like promo material and merchandise and stuff like that for handing out and giveaways and whatnot, just to see what's kind of popping off nowadays and what's popular and what's getting cool. And it was all right. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't super education focused. It was more business oriented, so the things were not specifically tailored towards us, but we got a lot of free stuff and got a lot of cool ideas. I got a free hat I'm looking at right now. It'll be next week's podcast hat.
Nice.
So yeah, just cool, and halfway through this week, looking forward to getting it over with, honestly. I just want to get through it. I don't know what I'm looking forward to, but I'm looking forward to getting it over with. So
yeah.
What'd you do this week and weekend and now this week?
Well, shit. Let's see. Did we record Wednesday or Thursday last week? It would have been Wednesday. Maybe Tuesday.
I think Wednesday.
I think it actually might have been Tuesday. I don't remember.
It was Tuesday because it was Thursday the week before.
Yeah.
So, yep. Yeah, so it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. So I watched a shitload of football. That's for sure. We talked about that.
Yep.
Watched that Cowboys Eagles game. I stayed up till fucking way past my bedtime because I'm an old man. I'm knocking on the verge of being an even older man in about
Yeah.
in just a few hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll get to that in a minute because that's part of what took place over the weekend. So yeah, I watched some football. Let's see, Friday I ran Jocelyn to class in the morning that way because the hospital that she was working at is like kind of on the way down. It's not like it's still in the city, but I didn't want to. We both agreed it was actually her idea, but like I took her to class because I didn't want to wait for her to get back, and then like because I would have to wait, a half hour for her to get here, and then we would have left from there, which would have made the trip about a half hour longer. And I just didn't want to add the time onto it, so we shaved time down. I took her to class in the morning. I was off Friday, and I bought myself a little present. I bought myself the NBA 2K26, so I played that Friday while she was
Oh,
at
nice.
class.
Nice.
I bought that Friday or I bought that before. It came out Friday, so I did buy that Friday, and I played it while she was at class. Went and picked her up, made the trek down to West Virginia, and whole trip's going smooth. And then I get to Weston, got off Interstate 79, get to Weston, and then I notice my car's riding a little funny. I just got this thing fixed, but it wasn't running funny. It wasn't engine or anything like that. I just chalked it up to being the West Virginia roads that I haven't driven on for a minute. I thought, oh man, maybe they just paved this like shit. But I'm driving down 33 and I just hear thump 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 thump. I said, what the fuck is that? And I got all the way to Glenville. I didn't worry too much about it. Watched Friday night football in Brazil. The car sat in the driveway all weekend, unmoved. Of course, went golfing with you. Was that Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, went golfing with you Sunday morning. That's where I got this hat. Justin, I believe, has wore this hat on here, and he gave me this hat, and I felt for the occasion I would wear it.
Heck yeah.
And then he also got me this little guy right here, which is pretty cool. This is a goddamn old classic Stone Cold Steve Austin, dude. You can tell this is a very old toy because it still has the WWF logo on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize it at first. I thought it said WWE, and then I was looking at it in the car, and I was like, damn, this is a little more older than what I was meaning to get, honestly, but just as cool. So
I'd like to see if I can find the year on it. 1998. That's
oh,
what's on it.
nice, yeah. We were fresh out of there then.
Yeah, dude. We were just.
Wow.
I almost used definitely the wrong term. I'm not going to say it. Yeah, we just got here pretty much at that point in time. But yeah, I got that little Stone Cold figure. I got a couple other things that I don't have in here. They're either in my bedroom or in the living room. But yeah, I got this hat. Got that right there. I got a shirt. And those gummies, and we devoured those gummies. Those were
Good.
football evening snacks.
That's awesome.
Because I earned my, I didn't earn it, but I guess I got myself another day of drinking because we went golfing.
Yeah.
And we get back, watch the Steelers game. And my plan is to watch this Steelers game, and when it's over, pack up and leave and go home and get back here. I was willing to miss the 4 o'clock games. Wanted to get back here, watch the night game, or at least what I could before I had to go to bed and get to work. But I'm going out, get to the car, and I'm checking my tire pressure because I've had a history of tire issues in my adult life. And it's a long trip. The car hasn't made that long of a trip in a long time because I just got it fixed. And I'm looking at my tire, and I see this big ass lump on my tread. It's about this long, and it was sticking up about a half inch or so. And I said, well, that's what that noise was. And I got Mom and Jocelyn both over there. I said, I just want to make sure I'm not crazy here. I said, there's a big ass like tumor on my tire, right? They said, yeah, there definitely is. I was like, well, you know what? I got PTO. I'm going to not go to work tomorrow. Because at this point, it was already like 5. And it was Sunday,
Yeah.
so nowhere in town could get me tires. I didn't want to go anywhere in town anyway. I don't want to go to Glenville Auto. I don't know anybody that works there anymore.
Yeah.
So what I did
Don't
is
either.
waited till Monday, and I went to Walmart the back way, avoided all interstate. It took about an hour and a half to get there because I didn't go anywhere over 30 miles an hour. And on top of that, I stopped to make sure the tire was still holding up. I could have just put the donut on, I guess, but I didn't think about that until after the fact. I didn't want to go through all the trouble.
Yeah.
Not unless it was really fucked up, because fortunately, like, I still had tread on the tire. So I was like, well, if there's still tread there, I don't, and although it is bad, it's too bad to drive it all the way home on. I don't think it's going to blow up if I'm careful. So I drove the back way all the way out through the sticks in both Gilmer and Braxton County, took it to the Flatwoods Walmart, dropped it off. They said it'll be about an hour and a half. I said, okay. And then here's where everything really started going to shit. I decided to go over to the Mexican restaurant in Flatwoods.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, dude, if you ever go to a Mexican restaurant, and I'm not even trying to be funny, but if you ever go to a Mexican restaurant and you don't see one Mexican person in there, turn around and leave. They don't know what they're doing. Like,
That's a very good PSA.
yeah. You don't trust white people to make your Mexican food, dude. We don't know how to do it. It's bad.
No.
It's bad. It's slow. Like, yeah, most Mexican restaurants you go to, you get your order, your food comes out in fucking 10, 15 minutes max, and it's really good. We waited there for like 30, 45 minutes. They didn't make our food at the same time. By the time it got out there, it was not like a Mexican restaurant size serving. It was really small. I got mine first, and it was okay. And then Jocelyn didn't get hers for another like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
And by the time it came out there, she got like Nacho Supreme or something, and it had a bunch of ground beef in it, and then they had all the grease from the ground beef like in the bowl, like on the bottom. It was like a soup. It was the most disgusting looking shit I've ever seen. She was like, I don't even want to eat this. And I looked at it and I was like, yeah, I'm glad I already ate, because just looking at that makes me not want to eat. Like, I tried to like be courteous and wait until she had her food, but she was like, no, just like go ahead and eat your food. Like, it's going to be cold by the time mine gets out here. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. And she was right. So they brought the food out and it sucked. Fortunately, it was at least cheap. But yeah, we should have known something was up, because whenever we were there, everybody at the tables around us were either complaining about how long it was taking or were sending their food back.
Oh, yeah.
And like, it was at that moment that we should have just been like, yo, we should just leave. Like, this is not good.
That is not worth it. That's so crazy.
Yeah. It was bad.
Also,
dude. I never want to go there again.
I mean, no, that should be against the law to not have a Mexican person working in the Mexican restaurant. That's quality control right there.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, that. And it's really funny that even the portion size is messed up. Like,
it was terrible. Because normally,
everything-
you go to a Mexican restaurant, your plate's big as shit. You got like this. Like, mine was just like a little dish. And it was like, thankfully I got chicken and not beef, or that shit would have been terrible. But I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I'm surprised the chicken was cooked all the way. And the thing that really pissed me off, I mean, all that really pissed me off, but what really aggravated me was like, I came out and they're like, be careful, the plate's hot. And the plate sure as hell was hot. And I bit into the food and it was not. I'm like, what did y'all do? Like,
so it's like they want.
you put the plate in the microwave just to put the food on it?
Yeah. Don't worry, it'll warm it up for them.
Yeah. But that was bad.
Oh.
They got done really quick. Like, I got the text message like before we got our food that my car was done, and I was like, wow, okay. So they got that done fast. I went back there and picked up the car, and then we made the trek back and stopped along the way at the mall. We didn't get anything. Just stopped at the mall, walked around for like an hour and a half, because up here, in Pittsburgh, in the Pittsburgh area, malls are dead. Like, malls still exist, but there's barely anything in them and nobody goes to them. Unless there's a movie theater
depressing.
there. So I asked her, I was like, do you want to stop and see like an actual fully functional mall that like where stores are still occupying most of the thing. She's like, yeah. So we went there and screwed around in the mall for like an hour.
Heck yeah.
Got some pretzels. Got back in the car and hit the road. Then drove all the rest of the way back up here and continued on with normal life. I watched some of the. I don't think I watched any of the Monday night game. I think I forgot about it somehow after the goddamn couple of days that I had, and I was just burnt out. I was like, nope, I'm gonna come in here and watch something funny.
How do you watch Monday night games?
That's a great question. You know what? That's a great question because that really makes me realize that I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I tried to. I couldn't find a way to.
I think they might be on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, see, that's everything that I read. I don't have that. So
yeah, I have it. Okay. I have it through Verizon. So if I wanted to watch it, I could have, but I didn't. I ended up not watching it. Yeah, Verizon had. Although I pay Verizon too much money, so I'm not going to give them too much credit. But Verizon has me covered for the whole Disney bundle, which is nice because
yeah, that's awesome.
I already paid them too much fucking money, so they can at least throw me a bone.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then other than that, I went back to work.
Yeah.
And then I haven't said it yet, but yeah, my birthday is tomorrow. So by the time this comes out, my birthday will have been yesterday. I'll be older than shit. No, I'll be 28. And then, but I came home yesterday. Today's Wednesday. I came home Tuesday night, and since was off today and I'm off tomorrow, Jocelyn knew that she wouldn't be able to pull any surprise stuff, so she did it yesterday instead, which was very nice of her to do. I came back. Yeah. She told me, she was like, yeah, we're going to do breakfast for dinner. I'm going to go out to the store and get the stuff. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And I get home, and I'm hungry as hell. And the first thing I do is I look over at the stove, and I said, oh, no, there's nothing here. I was like, damn it. I wasn't, like, mad, but I was like, shit, I'm hungry. Like, now I got to wait at least a little bit on food, but that's okay. And then I looked forward, and I see a big, like, happy birthday thing with a bunch of balloons and shit on the wall, and I got a big-ass cookie cake, and then next to the cookie cake, I see a whole pizza and a thing of chicken wings, and I was like, dude, that's like the one thing in my list that's like better than breakfast.
Yeah.
I was like, she deceived me, and I'm happy about it, because that was that was awesome. So I went and we ate a shitload of pizza and a shitload of wings, and watched Thunderbolts. Finally.
That's kick-ass.
Finally watched the Thunderbolts movie, and I fucking loved it. And then, yeah, that was pretty much my birthday celebration was yesterday, because today we did pretty much nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we went out to the grocery store and got, like, actual groceries for dinner tonight and tomorrow and stuff. But yeah, in terms of celebration, we didn't really do anything, because, and then tomorrow on my actual birthday, I'm surprisingly busy, so that's, even though I'm not working, like, I got to run to Monroeville to the blood place. I feel like I had to do something else that I'm forgetting about. And I got a job interview tomorrow in the morning. So,
heck yeah. Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, so.
Where are you interviewing at?
It is another home renovation sales place. The difference between this one and all the other ones that I've looked at is this one has a base pay. It's not just, it's not just straight commission pay, so I'm actually interested in it. Because all the rest, the rest of them, they won't tell you. And then you get in the interview and they're like, oh, this is commission only. And I'm like, oh, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that you're telling me there's no security to anything whatsoever. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, like I'm more than willing to learn and be coached and hone my skills and do what I got to do and get better at what I'm doing. But if I don't get any money until then, like I can't do that. Like I got bills, bro. So this one has at least a base pay. I was already told that, and I'm being told that the gentleman that I'm interviewing with tomorrow is a very, very kind guy, very passionate about his job, and I was like, that's good. I was like,
sweet.
Said if somebody's going to be in charge of me, I want them to give a shit, and I also want them to not be a complete ass. So I'm pretty excited for that. I don't have to go anywhere for that. That's at home.
Good.
Yeah. Then I got to go out afterwards. So, and then she'll be doing her first stint at the new hospital for her home stretch of nursing school. Really. So.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
And then
busy day then, for sure.
So she'll be busy, I'll be busy, so the birthday celebrations are thankfully out of the way. If anything, I might grab a 6-pack and watch Thursday night football. That's a birthday celebration enough for me anyhow. So
yeah, enjoy the tail end of it.
Yep. So I'm gonna be nice and old here in about 2.5 hours.
Yep. getting to that point, might as well kill yourself. Go ahead.
Right?
It's
I won't be.
it's
I won't
over.
be. I won't be the full 28 until about 2 p.m. tomorrow. That'll be when I officially reach 28 full years. I was an afternoon baby. I was a major inconvenience. I don't know. I guess
Pretty
that's
sure
a.
I was more.
Guess that's a minor inconvenience. An afternoon baby. You're already up and
Yeah,
about. You're already your day's already going. Probably didn't have to go to work. So
yeah. It just depends on how long your mom was in the hospital for. If she spent the night in there before, then it's probably hell.
yeah,
She's probably tired of you. Makes sense.
yeah. I think she was there for a minute, and then her birthday's right after that. So
Well, that's good. A
yeah,
minute's not too bad. That's
yeah. She was in there for
shit.
60 seconds. Yeah,
Man,
she's in there for
good
60
timing,
seconds.
honestly.
She popped out a goddamn sumo wrestler of a baby, and then with all of her might that she had left, lugged that big bastard back home. Then now here I am, 28 years later,
Wow.
like the movie.
Impeccable timing.
Yeah,
28 years later, that's a horror film.
it is. Yeah,
I don't want that. Yeah.
let's hope this one's not.
Yeah. This one has a different ending.
Yeah,
I love talking. Oh, that's so funny.
yeah, that's gonna be the name of my autobiography if this next year's shit. 28 years later,
Oh,
I'll let him sue me.
dude. I was talking today with Joey on our way to this show about some stories from high school, and because I was talking about that book and about some of the things that I've written down, and just some of the things that I brought up to him made him. I mean, as driving about Wreck and Kill Us, and it was the best thing in the world because the reaction that he has of just our childhood stories is exactly what I think a lot of people would how they would react.
Yeah,
Very different, very similar to a lot of people, but yet very different within the same sense. Don't know how else to put it without saying stuff.
yeah. Without airing them
It.
out, I know that we've
Yeah.
told. I know just like people from college and people that I've met here. Like I used to think that we had like a boring childhood living from coming from West Virginia, the middle of nowhere, West Virginia specifically, and I used to think it was really like kind of lame and uneventful until I tell some stories and then like look at the people's reaction to some of those stories. They're like, "You guys did fucking what?"
Yep.
I'm like, "Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, sometimes." Maybe that's why college wasn't even that exciting. We fucked around too much in high school.
That's how it's what I tell everybody. Like I had my college years in high school.
Yeah, really.
To every aspect of it, college years in high school. But it's also why it's why I give us like our friend group so much credit because I think it's also what helped us be like as immature as we were, very mature and goal oriented whenever it came to college and everything's post high school really, just because we kind of had all those really stupid years, the really like hard lesson years, out of there behind us. And a lot of people go through those years in their mid 20s or late 20s, and the fortunate thing for us is that we had support systems all around us, from our families to each other as our friend group, and then to even people that just would watch out for us without us realizing it.
Yeah.
Going through those years when you had such an immediate support system and then didn't have a lot of responsibilities, I look back on it. I'm so thankful for it because I'm like, man, that's why we have the outlook, and honestly, just the lives that we do is because we were dumb at the right time. For us.
For sure.
I don't know. It's really cool to think about because it's like everything happened in the right sequence at the right time to learn the lessons necessary to be the people we are today.
Yeah. If we did some of the dumb shit that we did in high school, if we did that as adults, the majority of us would be either dead or in jail.
Yeah, we definitely
no
would have
question.
yeah, definitely have records. Like that's the thing, man. I wouldn't even. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah,
Yeah.
we being young, dumb, worrying about fun, and full of cum is just an absolute wild mindset to be under. I am. It yeah, it is. Wow. Wow. I'm telling you what, guys. I want to just freaking talk. We had some times. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some good ones. A lot of them are funny as shit. Some of them are funny now, but definitely shouldn't have been then. Um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I think another, you talked about the good support systems. I think another thing that we had too is we also had good judgment in a sense that, like, we also had plenty of people around us that showed us who not to be. And we were
Yes.
smart enough to not follow that lead. Like, we were smart enough to not be them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because we, like, even some people that we at some point called really close friends are, for lack of a better word now, giant fucking losers.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have anything super figured out, you know what I mean? Like, but I wouldn't say we're losers. Like, we got all of our ducks in a row. We're just trying to
Mm-hmm.
we're just trying to get them moving across the pond now. But, like, so many people that we were, like, close friends with back in the day do not have even, like, one of their ducks in a row. Like, half of their ducks have their fucking heads on sideways, and some of them aren't even ducks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, looking and having those people as examples of what not to do as well, and then to see their mindset. I think I know. Well, I can think of at least three people right now. The difference between them and us were they would push buttons, whereas we would thread needles. Like, we knew or didn't know, but we were guesstimating. The right places at the right times to do certain things or to just act out and be dumb. Whereas those guys just acted like they they were always right, so that any time was the right time to do whatever they were thinking. Or
Yeah.
it was a victim game, a lot of it, and then never actually taking accountability whenever they were caught with something or did something.
Yeah, and another thing too is I think we had good parents that were also good, like, disciplinarians that kind of scared us.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah, scared.
all of us, like, there were a few things that some of our other former friends have done that they did because, like, what are the repercussions? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Nobody's gonna yell at them. Their parents don't give a shit. Well, meanwhile, you and me and a couple of our other friends, like, there were some stupid things that we probably wanted to do and could have done, but then we thought, like, dude, if our parents find out, we're fucking super dead. Like,
Yep.
we're done for.
Yep.
So, like, we had good parents. It's not like they scared and beat the shit out of us, but, like, they were good parents in a sense that, like, if we were doing anything too stupid, we wouldn't have had a life. Like,
Yeah.
our life would have been get done with school and come the fuck home and do nothing
Yep.
else. Like, you don't get to hang out with your friends anymore because you were an idiot. Like,
And there were plenty of times that was the consequence for just average stuff, for just it was
yeah,
very appropriate responses. It's just you know looking at the people that we may be comparing to right now, we know their parents wouldn't have had any sort of honestly even worry about them, which probably stems to where and why they act the way they do. But yeah, our parents were a big dude. That's so funny because that's another thing that we did. Like, that's part of how the conversations came up today. Because Joey was he was laughing at one of the stories that I said, and he's like, "I cannot imagine your mom in high school. She must have been so worried." And I was like, dude, I was the best kid in the world to my mom in high school.
yeah,
I never brought anything home. I never had drugs like weed at my house at all. Like I never cursed or drank or did anything. Like I was a very studious individual to my mom and respectful person to my family. And I said it like wasn't until these later years that I'm very comfortable and confident with the individual I am now, and to be able to look back at a lot of those things and be like, man, I those are fun and dumb and like really just stupid things to have done, but you know, none of them defined me.
yeah,
And in the same sense, that's how that's That's why I have the desire for this book, or to ever, if I ever do write this book, to actually finish it, is because, well, it's just to show the things and experiences that one can do and then still lead a very normal and successful to an average person's standpoint life.
Yeah.
Still have everything put together. And as I told Joey, I said more than anything, it's to break stereotypes for certain things, because attributes of personality does not define your future, or exactly what you're going to do.
Right.
Real deep, real deep.
Yeah, dude.
It's deep meaning and really funny and dumb stories. So we'll see how it goes together.
Yeah, and I think another big thing that got us off the hook, or I don't want to say off the hook, but prevented us from doing things that would have had us on the hook, is despite us screwing around, like, and trying to be like the funny guys and shit. I don't even want to say trying to be. We kind of just did it.
Yeah,
It was kind of just who we were. Like, not even trying to like make people laugh. Not so much as it is make ourselves laugh. Like, it's like, oh, I bet this would be hilarious. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody really gave a shit if anybody else laughed. But we're just like, this would be really funny if this happened. But I think another thing that helped us out a lot too is we still, we might not have known it as well as we should have, but we still, to some extent, as much as a teenage boy can know, we knew that there was a time and a place. You know what I mean? Like, we knew, like, that there were some things that shouldn't be done in some scenarios, in some locations.
Yeah.
Like, especially when it comes to, I think that helped us keep, like, because even though some of the teachers knew that we were sort of fuck-arounds, we still respected them for the most part, with the exception of maybe a couple.
Yeah.
And the couple that we didn't respect, for good reason, like these grown men that saw their moms pack their lunch and shit.
That was when we were young too. We weren't even like, that's but no, you're absolutely right. It's the respect thing. That's why, like Joey, so common. I think of him because he's the one I tell most of the stories to now. But it's always like, how do you get away with it? And it's, if you're a good student and you respect the teachers, as you said, there's a time and a place. So you can find that time and place, and more often than not have more time and places, so more opportunities if you present respect and show some respect. That's kind of what I meant whenever I said that we knew how to thread the needle and those kids knew how to push buttons.
Yeah.
Because it's understanding that, like, theoretically, I guess, if you think about some of the experiences, any point in time was the right point in time. If you knew how to thread that needle and just, find the opportunity in that given point in time. And whereas, you just had some people that just wanted to be not class clowns, but just straight up bullies to the teachers.
They just wanted to antagonize. Like, that was, there were some kids that, like, I even thought this then, but I definitely think it now, like, as an adult. There are some kids that, like, we went to school with. Looking back on it now, I'm like, how did none of our teachers go to jail for smacking the shit out of you? Like, because some of these kids just, like, whenever we were in school, were just blatant assholes. They weren't trying to be funny. They were, like, literally just trying to be the enemy. Like, that's all they were trying to do. They were just trying to be, like, like you said, a bully. Like, they were just, like, bullying teachers to a certain extent. Like, there's just some of them that I look back on and I'm like, how did half of your teachers not choke you out? Like,
yeah. Or at least go up to Nathan and be like, Nathan, I'll give you $50 right now.
Right?
If you just under the table, let Nathan take care of a bunch of people.
Yeah, man. Like, it's some of them, that's literally all they did was push buttons. They didn't give a shit about anything else. They're just like, how can I fuck up somebody's day?
See, and that's the difference. That's where I look at it, and that's what this book is. It's an homage not just to our high school experiences, but to making the most out of it. So the way that I look at it, or at least my mindset with it, is high school, all the things that happen in high school, good, bad, and ugly, like, I just wanted to make the most and have the best time possible because I knew that it was so short. Whereas, so whatever I could do to make sure that I was putting myself in a position to enjoy whatever it is that we were doing or whatever was going on, it's complete opposite to them. I never, like, I looked at it that way, but I never really looked at it that way until now, though, I guess, in terms of really just how much of assholes they were.
Yeah.
Like, that's about as straightforward as you can put it, because you don't have too many of those kids, actually. I can only think of two.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that tells us we're thinking about the exact same two, which is
Most
freaking
likely.
Hilarious.
We're definitely at least thinking about one of the same ones. The second one may be on the fence. I don't know for sure if we're thinking about the same one, but there's at least one where we're thinking about the same one. And without saying his name, we've brought him up a couple times. Like in this one right here, it was also one of the people that I said was a fucking loser.
Is his name a parody of Colorado? Does it, like, could you say that it has something, like his nickname has something to do with Colorado?
Yeah, it could. somewhere around it, yeah.
Okay. I was trying to choose one that's close but not too close.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And I already have the other one, but I have no nickname to say it other than Fat Lard.
Okay, yeah, we're thinking about the same ones.
Okay.
One was definitely much worse than the other one, though. One was much more, like, troublesome. The other one was at least sometimes funny.
And that's the thing. Nothing, freaking Auto Body Rick, he fucking, yeah. The larger one, he really meant good. He meant well, I think.
Yeah.
He just, whenever he, I don't know, felt pushed against, I think that's when he was like, all right, screw it. Everybody's the enemy.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. I do remember he at least put us on to kicking people's fucking necks off.
Yeah, kick your neck off, buddy. Man, he walked right. I'll kick your neck off. I had so many, dude. I still have so many core Snapchat memories.
That's funny.
Good times with that dude. He, many a good times with him. Many a bad times too. That's what's funny.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But yeah, man, those were some good times. I can't believe that by the time this school year's over, it'll be 10 years.
I know. That's what Joey was talking about. He's like, "You having a reunion?" I said, "We don't have one." It's unfortunate.
We'll make one with like 4 people.
We really could.
Yeah, we'll make one at Folk Festival with like 4 people.
Me, you, Nathan, and Maya.
Yeah. Maybe Kevin if we can like kidnap him or something. Maybe I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that word. That'll incriminate me. If we can borrow Kevin.
Well, next year will be Lauren's 10-year reunion, so technically she could come.
That's right.
So everybody's more than welcome. I'll leave my wife at home since she's not a Titan.
Yeah, I'm not married, but my girlfriend's not even from West Virginia, so yeah, we'll dump them off at the adult daycare. Let them go do whatever while we high school reunion.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I don't know if you've checked the charter lately, but it says that anybody that graduated from a high school in West Virginia that is currently dating or married to somebody from Pennsylvania, Ohio, or Kentucky, they have to send them on a ship across the seas to Ireland. Yeah, and before they can come back, you have to party your nuts off.
I don't know if she'll fit in well in Ireland. She doesn't really. Doesn't really look like the crowd.
She can stay on the ship. she sailed the ship.
Yeah.
She doesn't look like the crowd.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
right.
She may have a. Well, I don't know. They may really take to her. They may.
That's right. They might.
I don't know how lonely they are over there, but I'm thinking that 21st century. I'm thinking maybe people are a little nicer than what they used to be.
That's true. I don't know if
maybe they're not though. They could be really mean, and we could be sending her to her death. Let's pick somewhere else.
Pick somewhere else.
Yeah, let's. We'll reroute that ship. Don't worry.
I don't want to be too offensive, or I'd give some ideas on where I could reroute it to.
That's what I just was too. Yeah, we're moving on right here. So don't worry, Jocelyn. You are safe. And yes, so to some non-racist topics. Watched some movies here this week. I'll go ahead and throw out that review. I watched the live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Really?
A couple days ago. Yep, I rented it on Apple TV or something, and that movie is a 9 out of 10.
Really?
I
thought you were about to shit on it like crazy just because of the pause. I was like, oh no.
I can't. The only thing that I could shit on would be the casting for Tough Nut, which is the female twin. There's Rough Nut and Tough Nut. They're the like blonde Viking twins or whatever. They made the girl. No offense to this girl, but you know it. They made it a fat. They made her fat, and in the movie, in the original movie, they're both like beanpole skinny.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Literally just boy and girl version of each other. So, and she also has red hair, so it looks nothing like her brother. But aside from that, I have zero complaints because that movie was. It had to be like 94% exact, frame for frame, word for word to the original animation one. It was incredible, dude. Yeah, I highly recommend it for anybody. If you have kids, you're probably not watching this, so
yeah. If you have kids, you probably have better shit to do.
Yep. But watch it because it's awesome, and I recommend it to adults too because it is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, 9 out of 10 for that one, and I'll just throw this in here because it's a movie. I also just finished Stitch the movie, the live action one.
Is that one good?
Giving that, nah.
Oh.
Really. I'm giving it a 4 out of 10. I love Stitch. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, so 4 out of 10 all around. There's actually a few areas. The acting choices, the voices, the character choices, and the story itself. Though it is pretty accurate to the first one, or to the original Lilo and Stitch movie. There's a lot of things missing, and a lot of things that are just slightly changed that, I don't know, just kind of drop it off. I'm really glad that I watched the How to Train Your Dragons, because it was fucking killer, dude. It was like, okay, live action movies are still good. They're still good. So, yeah, that's my movie reviews, because those, well, I've watched a lot more, but those are the ones worth quoting because they're new.
Yeah. You know what? I'll throw out a couple that I've seen in the past 2 weeks too. I touched on one earlier, but I'll save it for last because you've seen it. I want your input on it as well. The first one, I watched it over the weekend. That was what I did Saturday when there wasn't NFL football on. I watched a couple movies, and one of them sucked ass. And that one was There's Something Wrong with the Kids. That movie was so fucking stupid. It was like, it had all the potential in the world to be good. It seemed like it was going to be good. It was not good. It was a horror movie, and I watched this with a stick up my ass or something. I don't know, but in a horror movie, I like when by the end of it, without blatantly explaining to you, I like being able to know what's going on. Yeah. Like why the things are happening, what's happening. Basically what happened is they took I'll spoil it for anybody that hasn't seen it because if you haven't seen it, don't waste your time on it. It was this family. It it was a couple that had 2 kids and then a couple that had no kids, and the couples were like friends with each other, and they went on like a group vacation.
Mm-hmm.
And they went into this cave. It was like some old ancient ruins, and basically like, and here's what sucks, like my explanation of it is literally the only explanation the movie gives you. It's something in the movie either possessed or either possessed these kids or killed them and replaced them with something else, and they spent the rest of the movie trying to kill the adults. And you don't know anything other than that, other than the fact these 2 little shithead kids are trying to kill these adults and trying to get them to join whatever the hell they are or whatever they're possessed by or whatever. It doesn't explain it. It doesn't explain what the ruins are. It doesn't explain what actually happens to the kids. You just know that something's wrong with them, like the title says, and that they're trying to kill the adults. It's hinted at that they turned into like big like bug monsters or something. Never shows it, never explains it. It's stupid. It's a really fucking stupid movie. And if you like your movies to make sense, then don't watch it. If you don't like your movies to make sense, then by all means waste your time on this one. And I bet you'll still not like it. It was dumb. It was really dumb. It didn't make any fucking sense, almost from beginning to end. I had just seen clips of it on the internet, and I thought, man, this movie's probably pretty interesting. I bet it's really creepy. I bet it's a little scary, and I bet like it has a good story to it. And all of those things are incorrect. It doesn't have any of those. I would, if I could give it a number lower than 0, I would. I don't even think I can give it a 0. I think I got to start at 1. If it's the scale's 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it like the lowest 1 that I possibly can.
Like, you can give it 0.
Okay.
That's what I was smiling about. I was like, this is our rating scale. We
That's
can give
right.
it a 0.
Yeah, we can give it whatever the fuck we want. I'll give it
Yeah.
I'll give it such a low number that it doesn't exist. It doesn't even have like a negative on it. It's just I'll just give it a void. I'll give it an absolutely nothing. And speaking of voids, say what you're gonna say.
I'm just writing down. I'm gonna make us a graphic for our ratings,
Yeah.
so that whenever we do, or for our reviews, so that whenever we do our reviews, it can be a nice little fun throw up.
And I think if it's a perfect movie, I think we should give it 1 Jonathan.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So our scale is 1 to 10, with a perfect being just a picture of Jonathan.
Yes. Yeah, if it's like 10 or above, it's a Jonathan. And if it's really low, like this movie was, I don't know what to give it yet, but I'll think of something.
Let's give it a Diddy.
Yes. That's a good one. Yeah, what's he gonna do? Oil us up?
I don't know. I'm about to add him. I don't care about what happened with his. He is about to be added to our to the struggle bus that Kanye West is driving, and that he's going to be the first person in that window seal.
Yeah.
I gotta think of a white. Who's a white guy that I could throw in there that that way people don't think I'm racist.
See, that's the thing. All the white people that fuck up, you never know their names because they're just like normal people.
Yeah.
Let me think of the celebrities. I'm trying to think of white celebrities who really fuck up. Not a whole
I
lot.
could put Ellen DeGeneres in there.
Yeah,
Nobody
yeah,
likes
she
her
fucked up.
anymore.
That's right. Josh Giddey fucked up. That's right. For about the same reason that he's not American though. Does he count? He's Australian or some shit. But he had that thing with the underage girl or whatever. Like yeah, so he's
Okay,
Josh.
that's who we're going with. Josh Giddey.
Josh Diddy, yeah.
Josh Giddey and Diddy. Add to struggle bus.
Yeah.
Dude, that'll be my next couple-week project. Add to struggle bus.
Yeah, when the white celebrities fuck up, they just die, and then it feels insensitive to make fun of them.
Yeah. Or they kill themselves.
That's
really
it.
what happens is white people... No, the issues with white people are that we succumb to painkillers way too often.
yeah, they just they just get a real bad drug problem or they die, and then it feels like wrong to make fun of them. But then you have Diddy and Kanye who just like instead of doing those things, they just make themselves as unlikable as they possibly can.
They're like, oh, you don't like me?
You're about to not
Wait
like
till
me
you
more.
see this. Yeah, I can step it up a notch if you didn't know. Huh.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
my other review that I'll swing by real quick was Thunderbolts. I thought that movie kicked ass. I might even give it a Jonathan just to start out here. But I thought that movie was really good, especially in terms of post Endgame Marvel movies. It was a real feel good movie. It was funny. It was good. It had a good story to it. It and it sets up whatever's going to happen next. And until I watched Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts, I did not give a shit about what was going to happen in the next Avengers movie, and now I do.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they did their jobs.
That's what I thought. I thought so too. I was a little worried because I thought, I still think that it's overhyped. But the only reason why I originally thought it was overhyped because of all the advertising for like the new Avengers thing.
Mm-hmm.
And just as I told you after I watched it, I totally understand all the new Avengers shit. Like
Yeah.
I totally understand it now, and I actually find it funnier. The character choices were really good in that movie.
Yes, yes, they were.
And to see what they were able to do with everybody in there, that was just. Dude, that movie was funny.
It was funny.
That movie was funny. Oh.
So
Yeah.
I knocked it out of the park too with my because Jocelyn wasn't a big fan of like superhero movies, and thank God I didn't show her like very much of anything else. But like she had seen like the big ones like the Avengers movies and stuff. But I'm really glad that if out of the only two that I've made her watch were Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts, and I think I did pretty good because I couldn't imagine what would have happened if I would have been like, hey, let's sit down and watch fucking She-Hulk
And Eternals.
and Eternals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, not shitting on Eternals. I think Eternals is cool as a superhero movie. As a Marvel cinematic movie.
Yeah.
It's just not. It just doesn't hold up even close. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it was an independent movie, though, I think it'd be reviewed a lot higher.
Yeah.
The pedigree for success would not be as high.
But yeah, I think I don't think she'll admit it, but I think I at least have her sold on the Avengers movie when it does come out because I was like, like you got to see what happens, right? Because I do,
That's awesome.
That's
great because you'll actually get a few more in between that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really. Oh, dude, whenever it comes out, I'll keep an eye on which streaming service it is. But when it comes out, you guys need to watch Superman, and because just as a movie overall, like Faith's not into superheroes, but that Superman was. I think it's the movie of the year so far.
I think it's available for rent on Amazon Prime right now. Unfortunately, I think to rent it costs like $20, which is bullshit. You can buy it for $25, or you can rent it for $20, which is a really
I'd be honest,
dumbass deal.
That'd totally be worth buying if I could buy it on disc.
Yeah, I don't think it is on disc yet. I think it's just straight digital right now, but
which makes sense, easier to kind of get out to the public, but still.
But yeah, I'm a fan of the Thunderbolts movie. I definitely see where the new Avengers came from.
Yep.
I don't know if you watched the post-credit scene, but I thought that shit was funny that the new Captain America filed for the trademark on the Avengers name because he didn't want them to have it.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, because the post-credit scene, like the second one, the one that was after like the big long credits with just like the plain black screen, because they have like the flashy credits with all the movie graphics and stuff in it. Then they have one post-credit scene, and they make you sit through the 10-15 minute credits, and they have another post-credit scene that's usually better. Well, that was them in like the new Avengers Tower with their suits on, like Avengers style. Like a couple of them had the logos and shit on them and stuff. And they were talking. They were like, "Yeah, Sam's not a big like fan of this. Like he's already like he's actually filed for trademark of the name."
Huh.
And which is weird because it didn't, in the Captain America movie. I don't know if you saw it. It came out before Thunderbolts, but it didn't seem like he had any quarrel with all these people.
Anything,
like,
yeah.
Other than the fact that they were career criminals or whatever, but Bucky's one of them. So then they
Yeah.
even said, they were like, if you tried talking to him, he was like, yeah, it didn't go well. So
That's
I'm ready for them to explain that.
huh. Now that you say it, I didn't catch that part of it, but I did watch that. I do believe I watched that part only because whenever I saw that scene, I was like, Faith, that's where Loki got beat up in the first movie, in the first Avengers. And then, like, I did the whole back and forth thing because that still plays off in my mind like it's brand new. Um, that's cool. Yeah, man, they've really that tower has been in so many movies,
Yeah.
and like different iterations of stuff, or like as different iterations of different buildings.
Yeah. Yeah, it has.
Hmm. That's really cool though. That's cool to think about. I love those movies. They're so great.
But I'm pretty pumped up for the Avengers movie now. You know, Fantastic Four is going to be in it. The Thunderbolts are going to be in it. The fucking whoever else is going to be in it. You know, I'm sure Spider-Man will wander through there at some point. Even though none of them know him now, because he wished everybody's memories blank. He'll still be there. I guess they just won't know who he is.
Well, he's also. I mean, Fantastic Four wouldn't know who he is to begin with.
That is true.
Fantastic Four's coming in as the like to their eyes, they're the only superheroes. So this will be really interesting to see them kind of take on this role and see how aggressive they are.
Yeah, and everybody else is going to be like, who the fuck are these guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see how they do it. It's from all the moving pieces in it and all the people that I've seen cast in it for all the characters that are supposed to be in it. It's going to have to be a long movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to have to be. Otherwise, you're going to be missing way too much shit. You know what I mean? Either that or people are just going to stop in for a cup of coffee. Your Deadpool's going to be in it, I would imagine, right? Like, he's supposed to be there. He's a Marvel guy now. Like Marvel Studios guy now.
Yeah. That'll be cool.
Mm-hmm. And
I didn't even think about him.
And out of the original Avengers, who's left? It's just Hulk and Thor, right?
Yeah.
Hulk and Thor. Everybody else is dead. Everybody else is super dead. It's nuts.
Yeah, that's super depressing. Holy shit.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my reviews, man. I'd like to give the Thunderbolts our first Jonathan. And, because I was a big fan of the movie, and if it's not a Jonathan as a standalone film, it's definitely a Jonathan as a Marvel film. Like, it bounced back my hype for the Marvel movies. That and Fantastic Four, it made me excited for Avengers again, which I thought my Avengers excitement died, but it's clinging on for dear life.
I like it. I will. Yeah, we can definitely put old Jonathan up for the Thunderbolts. We'll just congratulations, guys. You guys do rock. You are, in fact, the new Avengers, at least until the real Avengers show up.
Yeah. At least until they get sued in this Avengers movie for the copyright of the name, and they don't get to keep it anymore.
Yeah. Well,
they got to be Avengers with a Z.
That would actually. That would fit them a lot better, honestly.
that was in the post-credit scene. That was in the post-credit scene. I think it was the Red Guardian guy that said it. He was like, I got it. We're just the Avengers with a Z.
That's funny. Man, maybe I did and I just don't remember that, but I don't.
If you have Disney Plus, you can just get on the movie and skip all the way to the end of it.
That's what I watched it on, was Disney Plus. That's why was it? I'm blanking on this stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Disney Plus also has. That's what I just watched Stitch on. They have Stitch.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to watch Stitch, just as a good little fun movie, just don't put your hypes up to the old one, and that's okay. Oh, you know.
Yeah. Well, do you have any closing thoughts on this beast? I think I'm about wrapped up here.
John Wayne once said, "Success is the result of continuous effort." So, the last stroke is the one that gets you off. The first one was not a waste.
if I did have any closing thoughts, they're not going to be as good as that one. So I think we'll put a fork in it right there, dude. She's done. All right. Oh shit. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And we'll see you next week.
Yep, we'll see you later.
A little bit more bullshit and a little bit more football news.
Yeah.
And hopefully some godlike quotes like that one.
John Wayne.